All right, folks. Bitcoin. A little bit of a pullback today. 34,740. Actually, after I made my video yesterday, Bitcoin pumped over 35,000. I forget the reasoning. Oh, I think the Fed decided not to do rate hikes or something like that. Who knows? Clearly a short-term pump. I warned you guys yesterday. I said, don't buy Solana at $43. It's going to dump. And it did dump 5%. I said, get into something like Cardano if you haven't gotten into anything yet, because Cardano will pump. It has the conference coming up. Cardano was 28 cents yesterday. Now it's up almost 7% to 31 cents. Guys, crypto isn't that complicated. How many of you jackasses FOMO'd into Solana yesterday at $43? Not only that about Solana, I've been warning you guys it's a scam. You know, I was Googling Solana, and it says, former BitMEX CEO Arthur Hayes, well, here's the article, sentenced to 2 years probation. Okay, so we know Arthur Hayes is kind of a scammer. He ran a shady exchange. Hayes pleads guilty to one count of violating the Bank Security Act in February and faces up to 12 months in prison. I think they gave him probation. Home detention for 6 months. He had to wear an ankle bracelet, federal indictment. He's now a felon. He tried to flee to Singapore, blah, blah, blah. And then here's an article I see about Solana. This article just came out today. I just bought Solana. Arthur Hayes, after Solana price 500%. So Arthur Hayes came out yesterday, said he's buying Solana, one of the biggest scammers in crypto. You know, he's always interviewed on like the Crypto Rant Banter show. But Arthur Hayes is a felon. He was basically caught scamming people. And he comes out yesterday and says, I bought Solana. What happens to Solana today? It crashes. Hayes may force short-term losses on his Solana buy-in, but the long-term upside looks promising as the cryptocurrency market recovers. Here's his tweet. I have something embarrassing, I must admit. I just bought Solana. I know it's a Sam coin piece of dog shit, L1, that at this point is just a meme, but it's going up and I'm a degen. Let's fucking go. I mean, I totally get that if you just want to, like, you're going to the casino. Look, I bought so many coins in the past. I put $500 into it as a casino play. They all go to zero. It's for fun. But people are not talking about Solana like it's a degen coin. People are talking about Solana over the last week like it's the next big thing, like it's going to take over Bitcoin. Actually, one of the articles I read yesterday was talking about how will Solana replace Ethereum. It's like saying, will Dogecoin replace Ethereum? We all know Solana, one of the biggest Sam Bankman-Fried coins, all the bag holders through FTX. When the FTX liquidators came in, there's so much Solana that could be dumped at any time on the market. The liquidators can dump it all on you at any market. We know Crypto Ran, BitBoy, they're all pumping Solana. And I don't know, I've been warning you guys. So if you bought Solana yesterday, you're down. Will Solana continue to pump in the bull market? I don't know, probably. Who freaking cares? Eventually it's going to zero. Eventually it's going to zero. And what did I say yesterday? I said buy Cardano. I said Cardano hasn't pumped yet, and it went up 7% since I made my video. In fact, it started pumping the minute I published the video. Cardano started pumping. Here's an article. Cardano may see 43.5% rise in November, according to price history. A Cardano enthusiast bid October farewell with a smile. November unfolds as thrilling chapter in popular cryptocurrency's price history, promising both potential highs and nail-biting lows. In the wake of October's exhilarating 15% surge, Cardano enthusiasts are now bracing themselves for a turbulent ride through November. The popular cryptocurrency, which reached its maximum price since August, has investors intrigued and eager for more. Historical data from CryptoRank paints a complex picture. According to price history, the Cardano token has seen an average monthly return of an impressive 43.5% in November. However, a more cautious outlook, the median monthly returns, is signaling a 2.5% fall. Delving into Cardano's price history, we find a mix of outcomes over the past 5 years. Only one November 3 years ago ended with a positive result. of a remarkable 84% gain. Yep, that's called we were going into the bull market. This historical context leaves Cardano holders pondering two potential scenarios for November. A soaring ascent of 43.5% to 41 cents or back down to 27 cents. I think we're going to 41 cents. We got the Cardano conference coming up. I believe today it starts. Today or tomorrow it starts. I know there's going to be some sort of announcement. Solana already had its big pump, at least for the short term. And I think a lot of that money that's going into Solana is going to flow into Cardano. Wouldn't be surprised if Cardano's 35 cents by this time next week. But guys, this is crypto. Who knows? My point being, Cardano's not a scam. We know Cardano is not going to go to zero. We know it's not going to rug pull on you. We know Charles Hoskinson hasn't been caught doing anything shady. We know Charles Hoskinson wasn't friends with Sam Bankman-Fried. We know all these things, which are very important when you want to put your hard-earned money into a project. We know Charles Hoskinson does not associate with scammers. Who's pumping Solana? BitBoy. Crypto Ran, the biggest Luna shill who got you guys all wrecked. Arthur Hayes. So the scammer, the federal, the federal probation guy who got arrested and they gave him probation and now he's a convicted felon. These are the guys telling you to buy Solana. Yes, it can pump. It can. We've seen this. Scams pump all the time, but if you're looking to put your hard-earned money into something and you don't want to worry about it going to zero, you don't want to worry about venture capital is dumping on you, you don't want to worry about the FTX liquidators dumping on you, you don't want to worry about BitBoy or Crypto Ran dumping on you, you got to be a lunatic to be in Solana. Would I buy Solana if it dumps to like $30 again just for fun? Maybe, but that's all it is. It's a stinky pinky trade. It's a it's a stinky pinky trade. And of course, the big news: Bitcoin's round trip as it's way back under 35,000. As Fidelity Timmer calls it, exponential gold. The world's largest crypto remains in the green over the past 24 hours, but has slumped nearly 4% from its overnight highs. A late Wednesday early pump saw the price nearly punch through 36,000. I didn't know we got that high. A lot of this stuff happens in my sleep for what would have been the first time since spring of 2022. The move, however, appeared to trigger a wave of sell orders, with Bitcoin now having tumbled almost $1,300 over the past 3 hours to current 34,700. So essentially, we're basically back to where we were yesterday. Who cares? We're back to where we were yesterday, but your altcoins are essentially still pumping. You still got XRP at 60 cents. You got Cardano higher than where it was yesterday. Cardano gone from 28 cents yesterday. We're almost at 32 cents for Cardano. I mean, if you can't feel the excitement building with Cardano, you're not paying attention. The slide in Bitcoin's price is particularly notable as risk assets across the board are sharply higher on Thursday. The NASDAQ and S&P 500 are each ahead by 1.5%. So yeah, everything's looking bullish. You know, we're going to see volatility. Who cares? But the strange thing is, everybody's talking about Bitcoin dominance. But the altcoins are actually killing it right now. Like every time Bitcoin pumps, the altcoins follow. This is typical bull market activity, guys. All right, let's check on Ben Armstrong, BitBoy's Twitter. Look what he's shilling, guys. Oh no, he's shilling Cardano now. Should we sell our Cardano? Since BitBoy is shilling Cardano, this sucks. I really don't want him fucking up Cardano. But look what he's shilling. Bencoin, scam. XRP, pump and dumper scam, which we bought on this channel, but we're going to sell it. Solana scam. He's just shilling scams. He's back to his old ways. But we know he's not taking money to shill scams because he got that SEC letter yesterday. Or excuse me, last year he got that SEC letter. But yeah, it is troubling because really any coin that Ben Armstrong is involved with, I tend to avoid. But Cardano, I'm a lover of Cardano, so I'm not getting out of Cardano just because Ben Armstrong is in it. Here's a little bit of his drama. It's talking about TJ. Justin and TJ's entire plan has been to keep me out of the books. because they know what they have done. Clock is ticking. You know, part of me wonders if the reason that Justin and TJ over at Discovery Network wanted to keep him out of the books because they knew if he was in the books, he'd probably spend all the money. I don't know. Like if I was working with Ben Armstrong and he was like the talent and I was like the brains of the operation, I would really not want him to have any access to any of the money. Like Ben Armstrong is better just to kind of give him a stipend every week of money. If you give him access to the entire company like spreadsheet, you know he's gonna like take all the money and just blow it on crack, hookers, that side chick he's with right now. God knows, take lavish trips. So I do understand what TJ and these guys were doing, but unfortunately, I mean Ben Armstrong started the channel. He's the talent. It's kind of hard to get away with doing that. All right, let's see what else we got. He's just talking about the markets. Is that a real picture of him on a camel? Oh God! So here he is. Like he's really pumping Solana a lot, and that just leads me to believe even further that Solana is going to go to zero. Definitely. Okay, now he's talking about a $50,000 Bitcoin by Christmas. That could happen. It could happen. I think 45,000 is more of a realistic goal, but it could happen. I'm not gonna say that's not gonna happen, especially if we get some good news with the ETF. What's going on here? Bitcoin holding 35,000 is the bear's worst nightmare. Remember all the idiots this year saying it's going back below 20. I agree with them on that one, and I was trying to warn you guys. You know, Gareth Soloway, one of the biggest idiots. Benjamin Cowan, all these guys making money off selling you a course, and they're telling you Bitcoin's going down to $3,000. I mean, if you go back 1 year and look at all the interviews from Gareth Soloway and Benjamin Cowan, they're talking about like a $5,000, $8,000 Bitcoin. And then go back to what we were saying on this channel. We're like, buy, please buy. I actually cut people out of my life last year who were telling me Bitcoin was going under $10,000. I'm like, I cannot be surrounded with these losers anymore. You know, once you get above 40, you get to a point where you're like, I gotta drop a lot of the dead weight in my life. And anybody telling me Bitcoin was going under $20,000 last year, after we had already pumped from 15 and we're at like 25, and the people saying that Bitcoin was going to like $3,000, $5,000 when we were at 15, like Gareth Soloway, who's like supposed to be an expert trader, like I just immediately stopped listening to Gareth Soloway. A buddy of mine was like really big into Gareth Soloway. He was sending me all Gareth Soloway's calls. I'm like, I don't want them anymore. Stop sending them to me. In fact, I'm not even going to talk to you anymore, man, because you're a fucking idiot. Like, you know, once you cut out the dead weight out of your life and the stupid people, you'll do a lot better. And I also have a lot of dumb family, but of course you can't cut out family. I tolerate them. But yeah, I mean, guys, if you're new to crypto and you're trying to figure out like who should you listen to for advice or even for like entertainment, go back 1 year. Go in your time machine, go on YouTube, go on Twitter, go back 1 year and see what any YouTuber or any influencer who you were listening to, see what they were saying last year. If they were calling for a $10,000 Bitcoin, $8,000 Bitcoin, $3,000 Bitcoin, drop them like as fast as you can. Never listen to anything they say. You know you're dealing with a fucking idiot. All right? It's so simple. You know you're dealing with an idiot. All right, let's see what else is going on. Just want to publicly state for my followers on Twitter that Frankie Candles has made it very clear to me he's on the Hit Network side. Well, that's weird because I would assume Frankie Candles would have gone over to Ben's side. I said as many nice things as I could about Frankie for as long as I could, and it took me 2 months to see he's a snake. Wow, now he's fighting with Frankie Candles. There's always drama with this guy. God, he fights with everybody. And everything has to go on Twitter too. I don't know, like I'm like anti-social media. I have no Facebook. The only thing I do is these YouTube videos. Nobody knows anything about my kids. I don't post anything about my personal life. Like these people will put like every detail about their personal life, including pictures of their side chick whore. Like, why do people do this? Like there's some people have this mental illness where like they have to put everything on Twitter. It's like a narcissism. Like I don't want anybody knowing anything about me. All right, let's see. Or there's that crypto Wendy. She could be so pretty if she didn't have all these tattoos. I just hate tattoos. Yeah. But she was another one calling for a $10,000 and a $8,000 Bitcoin. So cross her off the list. Like I said, whether you're a guy, a girl, hot, doesn't matter. If you were calling for an $8,000 Bitcoin or a $10,000 Bitcoin last year, you do not know what you're talking about. All right, I can't watch this anymore. All right, so that's that. Okay, guys, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.